Hello, my name is Anne, and welcome to episode 2 of the Cotton Cuts Spring Mini Mystery Kit. The what? Yeah, okay, I'll explain. So basically, Cotton Cuts produce quilts and tabletops and wall hangings, various things like that. And send you all the pieces already cut. So there's no cutting involved, there's no waste of fabric, there's no leftover fabric that you have to figure out what you're going to do with it. It's all ready to go, which is perfect for new quilters like myself, because you just get everything done and you basically open your package and start to sew. So they normally have a full quilt, and it's usually done on a monthly basis. It takes about 10 months to complete the quilt, and they just have one. You might remember I've been doing the Olympia, and that one is actually going to be the big reveal on April the 29th. So that's a good day for you. I'll leave a link below to where they're going to do the reveal, where you can check out and see the type of quilts it's going to be. There's all different colorways, and then the whole weekend everyone's going to be posting their finished quilts, I hope. So we get to see them all. I'm still waiting for Clue 9, which apparently is now in Canada. It's bounced around the States for the past 3 weeks. It's now in Canada apparently, so I need to finish that one before I can put mine together. But it's going to be just fun to see what it's going to look like while I'm working on it. So that'll be good. Anyway, so they have these quilts, and they produce about 2 or 3 a year. Might even be 2. Right now, So Sweet is going on. That's one that they have been doing, but a new one is going to be coming our way end of May, June time, something like that. I'll get more information when that's released, and a code, so that you'll be able to enter the code, and I don't know if you'll get a free gift or what, but anyway, it'll be interesting. So check out the big reveal for Olympia on the 29th, but in the meantime, they have come up with some mini kits, and these are for people that aren't sure they want to get involved in the big ones that take 10 months to do, or start something and get it done in a weekend. Well, maybe not a weekend. So they came out with this mini kit. They came out with one in February, and now there's this spring one. I believe they're all sold out of this particular one I'm going to show you, but it'll give you an idea of how they put them together and what it's all about. So I've got my trusty sewing machine ready. They sent me 2 spools of thread to go with this. So I've got one of my spools set up already in there, the white. So I'm going to take you over to the cutting mat and show you what's in clue number 1. And don't forget, in this instance, there are 6 clues, and they give me they just send you the envelope with the fabric inside, and then every other day they're going to release a clue as to how to put that fabric together. So let's go check out clue number 1. Ooh, okay, here is clue 1. I'm so excited. So these are the envelopes that we've been getting in our package. We got 6 of them. As you know, 5. The 6th one was the fabric at the end, and they're all sealed. So here we go to open this up and see. Oh, look. Oh, how cute. All the fabric is all, see what I mean about it all being cut, including all the tips cut off. Isn't that amazing? All laid out here. These were the colorway that I received, the oranges. And we have to keep this handy with us all the time for each one of the packages that we're going to open, because they don't tell you fabric A, B, C, D, and all the rest of it. It's based on the cut, so you have to look at the color, because the instructions, which I just printed out, which are in sort of black and white, and they just tell you color A, color D. So you have to look here to see which is color A, which is color D. So I'm going to keep that handy so I can see that. Got my trusty Cotton Cuts pen. And in the instructions, it shows you what each finished clue is going to look like. Then it tells you how many pieces you should have of all those items. And then on the back, it's going to tell us how to put them together. So I am going to just double check I have all the pieces I need. So this is A, and I should have 4, and I do. And you can see it's a grunge fabric, which is awesome. So I'm going to have to be careful which is the right side, and I think I'll put them all right sides up so that I don't get it mixed up. There, so there's all of my A's. I'll put them there, and here's the other big ones too. So I have 4 A's, so I'm going to take that off, but I have 4. Then I have, what are these here? I've got 4 of these. These are, oh, I see, see the difference in the colors? So these must be C. So yes, I have 2 big C's. Take that off and put them over there. And then this looks like it is 2 D's. So let's get them the right way. Yep, I have 2 D's. Put them there. And then this looks like it is C. Do I have C's? Or are they, wait, no. Oh no, these are D's. Gosh, it's going to be hard to figure these colors because they're so close. So these are the D's. So there should be 4 D's. Let's make sure we got 4 of them. Yes, we do. 4 D's. And then we have 4 B's. 1. Gosh, it's such a pale color. 2, 3, and 4. 4 B's. 2 of these B's, which are squares, 2 of them, yep. And that would leave us then with 8 A's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that the right way? Oh my gosh, it's hard to tell. Yeah, that is 7 and 8. So yeah, we have everything we need. We're not short anything. And there are all my A's. Perfect. So we have everything there ready. So let's see what our first step is. So they're going to tell us we're going to do all the seams 1/4 inch. So I have my 1/4 inch foot on all ready. So we're going to join triangle A, the big one, and A was this fabric, with triangle D, and we're going to make 2, and D was this one. So we're going to join these 2 together, and we have to make 2. So I need another one and this one. So we are going to join them 2 together. So I'm going to flip them over so they're right sides together, and I'm going to line them all up, making sure they're all lined up. I shall pin them once. And the same with that, right sides together. And pin that. And then I'm going to go and sew 1/4 inch down here and down here. And what I'll do is I will chain piece them, which means I will start up here, I will stitch all the way down, and then I will slide this underneath and continue on. And the reason we do that is it saves on thread, because if you had just started here and sewn there and then cut your thread off and then start it again, you're just wasting a lot of thread. So by doing them together like this in a chain piece, as it's called, it saves on some thread. So I am going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here is my piece, chain piece, as you can see. And then I have this little thing, it's called the Gypsy, from the Gypsy Quilter. I got it in a fat quarter shop box. Look, it even has a little teeny, I guess that's if you're taking it out to, yeah, that's to use there to take it out to change the blade. It's actually got a rotary cutter blade in here, and it's just great to separate your pieces. And then even, this is where I started, so I can also just trim that off. Ooh. All right, so, and we are going to press towards the dark, and it tells us that by the arrow. So the arrow is going to tell us which way to press. So I will bring my pressing mat over. I will set the seam first of all, and then I'm going to press it so it is towards the dark. And then this one. Oh my goodness, I can't even get over it. There. It's important to press the way they ask you to, because it will later make more sense when we're putting pieces together. At the moment, we don't know where these two particular pieces are going to go. So we have done both of those, and we are now going to label those section 1A. And what I did was I made up a couple of, actually I didn't make them. I found these on a website. And they had these little labels, so I thought these were great. So this will be section 1A, and I am going to pin that there for when I need to use it. So those can go to the side. They're done. So now I need to join A with C this time. So here's my two A's. And this is the two C's, which is that slightly lighter fabric. And I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to put that there so it's move these up a bit so you can see. I am going to put them together, right sides together, make sure they're all lined up neatly, all my little edges. Pin these. See, that moved on me. Put it back where it was. Thank you very much. And I am going to sew these two together. Same method. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch foot, and I am going to sew down here. Continue on down here. Then I'm going to bring it over and press them open, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are my two lighter ones, the C's and the A's. And this time it asked us to press the seam to the A, towards the A, which is what I've done. So now it's asking us to join the two units of step 1 together as shown. So we need, as you can see here, we need them to go this way and this way. So these will come across like this, and I will pin them together. Once I get my new camera, which is on order and is actually supposed to be here tomorrow, but you know what Amazon's like. They're always changing their mind on when they're delivering these days. Plus I'm rural, so typically sometimes it does take an extra day. But once I get my new camera, I'm hoping to set that up so that you can see me actually sewing. But for now, we have to kind of make do with this. So I am now going to sew 1/4 inch along here. And I'm going to press the seam. So if it's open this way, the seam will get pressed that way. So I'm going to do that. The other thing that I'm going to do to save time, also I'll put that there, is that will then be section 1B. So I will write that out quickly now so that I know. Section 1B. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to take the small triangle A's. So there will be 4 of these. 3 and 4. And we are going to join them to the small triangle D's, which are the darker color. So these are gonna go, you can barely see the difference. Look, that's the difference. Like there's no pattern. So these are all going to be sewn together like this. Same as before. I will flip them over, join them together like that. Pin, only needs 1 pin, and do that to all of those in my chain piece, and then I'll be right back to show you. Okay, and so I have sewn that one all the way down there, and that gonna look like that when it's opened. And I have to press, let me get my pressing mat in, it'll be easier. I have to press it to, it's going to be that way, to that way. So that means sometimes I have to do it backwards, like the wrong way, because otherwise I can't figure it out. Which way they want the seam to go. Did I do that the right way? That's the way it's supposed to go. And this, yep, the seam is going that way. So there is this. So remember, this was our section 1B. Where'd my pins all go? All the way over here. So this is now our section 1B, and that is finished. So that will go there. And then here are these that I chain pieced together, and these all have to be, the little arrows telling us to go to the dark. So I'm going to turn them all like this. I am just going to set the seams first. My basement is still a bit of a mess because of the decorating of the craft room, and my iron is like stretched to the limit right now, so that's why this isn't in the middle of the frame, because I can't get it any closer. But once I'm set up better, the plug is closer to me. So these are all gonna go like this. And this one. So they are being pressed towards the darker color, to the D, like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to join the two-step ones together as shown. And we're going to make two of them. So this one has the A at the top and this one has the D at the top, like that. And then this will be the same, the A at the top and the D, nope, and the D at the top. So again, right sides together, pin, right sides together, pin, and they will be chain pieced straight down here with the 1/4 inch seam. We're going to make two of them. And then at the same time, we're going to take the B's and the rest of these A's, and these are going to be put together as well, like this. Same way. So the B and the A, and then they will all be, oh, see, that was the wrong way. Gotta be so careful. So I will put them right sides together, pin, and I will do that all the way down, and I will chain piece these as well and be right back to show you our next step. And we are back, and you can see I have this whole chain piece of stuff. So I'm going to just separate all of these. Such a great little thing. And these are going to go towards the, so it goes that way. And they're going to go that way. Okay, so let's set the seams first. And I know that this is going to look, so it's going to go that way, so I want it to go this way, I think. I know that looks weird, but you have to remember they have to allow for the 1/4 inch seam when this is joined to something else. So, okay, which way was it going again? That way. Yeah, I did it the wrong way. So that's okay. We'll just redo that seam. So, if it goes that way, it's got to go that way. So I'm going to turn it upside down so I know where I'm going. It's going that way. And you should never, when you're doing your seams, you should never do that. You should always just hold it there. And so now we can just give this another press. I wonder where all the little bits of stuff come from. Okay, there's one, and there's that one. So there are those two pieces. Oh, so cute. And then these are, as I said, are going to the B. So when I know which way they're going to go, I always put the color on the top. If it was going to the white would be on the top, but it's going to go towards the orange. So I turn it over. I have the orange on the top. I find it much easier to figure that out with triangles. It's harder with stuff like that, I find anyway, because there's not an obvious at that point. That's two. And now this one. I wonder what this is going to be. Anybody got any guesses? I feel like it's going to be a... They did a table runner for Valentine's, so I feel like this is not going to be a table runner. I feel like it might be a... like a small table topper. Let's just call it that. Okay, so now we have done that. We've got our 4 pieces done. So now what we're going to do is take our 2 B's, which is the last 2 pieces that we have, and we are going to do A up here, then a B, and then a B up this way. See, so it's just like that. Just like that. We're literally just following the pattern. So first of all, I am going to put these 2 together. So let's do that with this one too. So B on the top, then that. No, A on the top. Really works if you look at the instructions while you're doing this. And then that B on the top. Yes. So I'll turn this over and I will sew these 2 together like that. Then I will come back, I will open and press, and then I will attach the others. So I should be right back when this whole little unit has been done. Just set these 2 seams, and these are going to go towards the B side. Just leave that there for a second. So we now have 2 of these units. And what we're going to do now, so there are those 2 units. And what we're now going to do is take one of these with the A at the top and attach it to that side, as you can see here. And the other one is going on the other side with, again, the A at the top. So they will look like that. So I will fold these over and I will sew both of these down here, and I'll be right back. So I'm just setting those seams, and this one gets pressed that way, so I'll turn it over so I can do it that way, and this one gets pressed that way as well. So give that a turn over. Now I'll just press the whole thing on the top, make sure it looks okay. And that one goes that way, that one goes that way, and that is now section 1C. So and that is it for this clue. So here's all our pieces, 1A, 1B, and 1C. Anybody got any ideas what this is going to be? How exciting! Okay, so I'll be back next Tuesday to do clue 2 with you. But in the meantime, if you can't wait that long to see me, I will be back on Friday, tomorrow, with some quilty fun. Okay, bye for now.